What's up, Eagles? Welcome back. It's a Flock Talk Friday. We're back the back days doing this. I'm getting a little crazy. It's Friday. We're having some fun. But hey, cut to the chase. We're going to dive right into this. Standing next to me, we have sophomore Emmett Fentress. And over there, we have senior Lindsay Brown. They're two of our standout student athletes, swimmers. And we're going to get a little interview, get down to the nuts and bolts. It's championship season. So we're ready to peak and get going with this. So we're going to ask them a couple questions and promote our events coming up, especially with ECCs tomorrow. So let's get right into this. So Emmett, what are you excited about this time of year?
Honestly, I'm excited about hitting PRs and going best times and seeing how fast my buddies on other teams can go and trying to beat them. That's probably the most exciting part.
What about you, Lindsay?
Same for me. A lot of times, especially for this ECC's meet, everyone hits their PR, so that's super exciting to see.
So the competition takes another notch, is what you're saying there.
Yeah, absolutely.
So tell me a little bit about your goals for you individually and the team from the rest of this year on.
So my goals individually is obviously make state in the end, but as a team, it's pumping everybody else up, getting everybody else ready to go, and making sure everyone's having fun and going their best times.
You, Lindsay?
Same thing.
Same thing?
Yeah.
Hey, if it's stated well, don't need to try to reinvent it.
No.
And obviously, I know our boys teams, collectively got a really strong team and probably has a chance for, top 2 or 3 in the league. So we're excited about that and some good individual swims here. All right, so let's turn the page a little bit. Let's talk about this word, the T word, taper. Have you ever heard of taper? I have a little bit, but you probably don't know what it is. So would you tell me a little about taper, what it is and how you do it, or do you do it, or when do you do it? What's that like and the philosophy behind it?
So taper is the last 2 to 3 weeks before a championship meet. So let's say your meet starts on a Friday. It's a Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You'll start taper the 2 Thursdays before, where intensity of practice, yardage of practice, it all drops. And then the last few weeks, your practices are really, really short and really easy, just to make sure your energy is up and you're ready to go.
Gotcha. What's your philosophy? Like, when do you taper? Do you taper? What's your goal behind this?
I'm going to start tapering next week for sectionals and districts, hopefully, and then state as well.
So I've been tapering at work the last couple weeks here, so I'm trying to hit my max level here. But it's a great strategy, and I think everyone does it differently and times it differently depending on where they think they'll be. So It's kind of a guessing game, right? Like, you have to kind of predict when you want to hit that max taper spot. Very, very just inquisitive just to learn more about that and how they do it. It's not an easy answer, let me tell you that. All right, let's jump around a little bit. Emmett, you obviously had the experience to go to state as a freshman, which rarely happens. Obviously, you've got some strong lineage in your family with Evan and Aaron and multi-state appearances there. But talk about that experience, especially as a freshman going to the CT Brandon Natatorium. What was that like? What was that experience?
It was really, really cool because you get to see the fastest of the fastest in Ohio, and Ohio is a really, really fast state for swimming. So it was really cool seeing, national age group records that get broken once every, 10 years, something like that. So it's really cool seeing stuff like that. And then obviously hanging out with the people on your team is always nice to have.
Mm-hmm. Do you have a favorite pool to swim in, either one of you? Besides Milford, right? Because we love our pool. Do you have a favorite pool you swim in? Because I know not all pools are created equally. Some are faster, some are slower.
Honestly, Mason Aquatic Center, the one we're swimming at tomorrow, is my favorite.
You?
My favorite's Ohio State University's pool.
A little biased there, I think, but it's all right. But yeah, tomorrow's a great pool. We're at the Masick Municipal Aquatic Center, brand new pool, phenomenal. Just warm down, cool down pool. So we're excited to be there at one of the best facilities in Southwest Ohio. Lindsay, I'm going to turn over to you. You have a creative background. You have a water polo background and play at a very high level. Congrats on your Cincinnati Sports Player of the Year nomination. Talk about that transition from water polo to swimming. I know there's some correlations there, but it's very different. How do you prepare from one to the other?
Well, for water polo, I feel like you got to be very intense. You got to be ready to, not drown during some games. So
I do worry about athletes sometimes drowning in water polo.
Yeah, you definitely got to step it up a little bit. And water polo is 100% a team-oriented sport. You have to have good communication and know your team well, know where you need to put them. But then swim, it's a team sport, but you also have to set individual goals because eventually there's going to be one person in the pool trying to hit state records and not your whole relay is going to get there. So, it's just mindset.
It's a transition. That's
It's
very
a
different.
transition.
Even though there's some similarities, it's very different
Yeah.
sports. So, but when we really, multi-sport athletes, we love those people and they can do multi things here at Milford High School. So, congrats on all your honors with water polo. The last question I'll really have before we conclude is, what is your hype up, pump up routine to get you ready? So tomorrow's the championships. Like, what are you doing to get psyched up before you get in that water tomorrow? So start with you, Emmett.
So actually, for every meet, I always have 1 or 2 chocolate chip muffins before a meet because it works. So I've done it for like 2 or 3 years. So it
Gotta
works.
fuel your body. I love it. What about you, Lindsay? What's your pump up?
Usually I'm just blaring the music in my car, getting high.
Can we ask what you're listening to? I mean, you're going T Swift? Are we
not
One Direction? Where are we going here?
Usually it's like
Hey,
I don't know.
you don't know my playlist. Yours going to be better than
Usually
mine.
I have like a super like aggressive rap music playlist.
She's a hip hop.
Yeah,
Hey,
for
I'm
sure.
with you. You don't want to be listening to probably slow country,
No,
getting ready
no.
for a big meet. You gotta have
the
some
pace in your mind.
some speed there. I love it. Hey, whatever works. Eat your muffins. Listen to your hip hop. Whatever works. No complaints here. So, well, I appreciate you guys joining us. Obviously, tomorrow, 1 o'clock at the Mason Municipal Aquatic Center, ECC Championships, and we know our Eagles are ready to make some waves. So, hope to see you there. Thanks, guys, for joining us.
Yep.
We flash the birds.
Oh.
Bird, yeah, we were learning.